Ladies and gentlemen, please take a seat. The slaughter is in motion. Welcome to Celluloid Slaughter with your hosts, James and Joe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting you your headphone splitter.
Yeah, I need my headset today. I'm feeling a little bit narcissistic.
Okay, calm down, Anthony Starr.
You know what?
Defend
I
him,
kind of
Joe.
like him more now. I like him more because of that.
Put your pop filter on. You just have your...
Is this a pop filter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your headphones got to swing around this way.
All right. Coming around.
I'm going to cut this part that I'm saying right now, but this feels like when they play classic episodes of SNL.
Yeah.
And it's just like the guy screaming 5 seconds.
Okay.
As like the lead up for it and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get this audio adjusted just a little bit more. Okay,
Yeah.
talk.
I'm talking.
Talking? Are we talking? Are you talking?
I feel a little.
I feel like we're TikToking.
Well, I feel a little echoey.
Echoey?
Like.
Well, that's because your microphone's a bit further away from you is the thing.
Okay. All right. Well,
That's always been a thing with you, is that I have to turn you up sometimes because you're pretty far away from your microphone when you talk, and I kind of put mine in my mouth.
This is my problem right here. This pop filter.
You
need to tighten it.
There is that thing right there if you want to just throw that on the top of it.
Oh, I'll just do this.
Yeah. The fucking sound of it. Oh, that's ASMR.
You want to feel sleeved? Let me put this sleeve over your arm.
I have not watched the movie Fresh, but I am aware of the scene of Sebastian Stan muttering some words while eating, and it's very ASMR-like, but also very gross.
The movie made me hungry as fuck.
Oh, so you've seen it. Okay.
I've seen it. That's what I want to talk about.
The cannibal scene of him eating her ass where he goes, I'm having some ash. It's just like you see only from her eye. It's so ASMR and I hate it.
All I could think during that movie is like, this is a handsome-ass man. Like, he's so fucking, like, you never see that before with that fucking stupid-ass Winter Soldier hair. All right, wait, here we go. Let me put this sleeve over your arm. Like that?
That's actually very
Creepy.
But it's also very satisfying.
Yeah, that's a bit much, Jim. But, are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Oh.
20 minutes now.
So, yeah, let's
just 2 minutes, but...
Let's just cut into it.
Let's get right to the meat of this argument.
Fresh. I've seen it.
Yeah, you've seen it. I haven't seen it.
It's good. Sebastian Stan, amazing.
Amazing.
Just watching him move his face for that one shot.
For that one shot that's in
That
the
one
trailer, it's
shot.
perfect. Just...
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
We all know it. We don't. I wouldn't even have to put a clip up to explain to
No.
you because we all know it. It's just
Like him bobbing his head around like I am satisfied now. Thank you. Thank you. Like, me watching this movie makes it worth it. It's a good movie. I only have one fault with it.
What's your fault?
The ending.
Not enough cannibalism?
Well, no, the cannibalism was delicious. It was like watching Chef when he's preparing.
I was gonna say Hannibal, but sure.
Oh, Hannibal. Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna say the Cannibal TV show that gives you the cooking ASMR, but sure, let's go with Jon Favreau's Chef.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, Hannibal. It's hilarious.
I didn't realize because I haven't watched the show. I really should.
You should.
But I didn't realize that Lawrence Fishburne was in it.
Oh, it's so good.
As like the FBI director or something.
Yeah. So I don't want to get too deep into it because there are a lot of crossover characters with the movies and everything. But
is it supposed to be connected to the movies like directly, or is it just like it's its own universe but it follows the same time?
it's following the books.
Okay.
But the movies were based off the books, and characters that were in the books are also in the movies.
Okay.
You have Stephen Graham played by William Peterson, and Manhunter by Michael Mann. Amazing movie.
Oh my. Okay.
It all
Sorry,
goes
I
back to
thought
Michael
you were
Mann.
saying that Michael Mann was playing a character named Manhunter, and I was gonna say that's a bit on the nose.
No, he the director. What's it? Tom Noonan played the Manhunter. I guess is that what they call him? They call him the Butterfly or something or whatever. It doesn't matter. No, Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy is what they call him.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter. Fresh.
Fresh.
It's funny. It's good. It's just missing part of the ending.
What's wrong with the ending?
So, at the end of the movie, there's more than one person involved in Sebastian Stan's business
Right.
operation.
They kind of make that a bit obvious from the trailers and
and
stuff.
once he's taken care of and someone else is taken care of, there's the third person is totally ignored, and that person's still in the house.
Oh, there's 3 people involved in this.
3 people that we see.
Okay.
And the movie ends and it's death proof. It's basically death proof with cannibalism.
Oh, so they kick the shit out of Sebastian Stan at the end of the movie and then do a jump freeze frame.
The first half of the movie, he's in control type deal. Then the second half is them like, let's kill this son of a bitch.
Okay. At what point do we see his head getting shoved into the thing that has the weird, like, sort of very focal shot of his head, like, moving towards the camera?
That doesn't happen.
What?
He doesn't get his head grounded up.
What? That's exactly what that, like, kind of shot implied, though.
No, they put toothpaste on his eyes.
Oh, wait.
Spoiler. He gets toothpaste.
Wait, hold on. Also, put your pop filter in front of it. Like, the sleeve helps, but, like, just leave the pop filter sitting there on its own.
Yeah, they put toothpaste on his eyes. That's what they their master plan was to do to him.
Sure. Okay.
You want to tell me more? I mean, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, you know what, Joe? I'll tell you about the movie I haven't seen. I'll tell you what I thought was supposed to happen.
It's a good movie. I give it like 3 stars, you know?
Oh, only 3 stars?
Yeah, just because the ending.
You wouldn't say 4 stars?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Maybe if there's an ending, I'd give it 4 stars.
You know what I'd give 5 stars to, Joe?
What?
Uncharted,
you know, that... We were in a movie theater with a bunch of fucking rowdy ass fucking Tom Holland fucking stands.
they were like 5 fucking like kids next to us that were very loud and rowdy.
And I enjoyed the movie for the most part. Mark Wahlberg and Tom Holland, they have this weird dynamic.
I'm gonna say this: they have no chemistry at all.
Exactly, but that's the dynamic they're going for.
It's just Tom Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal had more chemistry in the Spider-Man movie than I think that Mark Wahlberg and him had in this movie and everything.
That would have been a good dynamic to do. And more Spider-Man we get, the better. And what was that? What is that?
Is that the sound of Nirvana's Something in the Way song being played in 3 different styles?
I don't understand.
Oh my god, look! Crashing from over there! It's the Batmobile!
Oh! We saw that.
We saw the Batman.
Yeah, we did see that.
Fuck Uncharted. It's a pretty shit movie, if I'm being honest. But fuck Uncharted. We got more important things to talk about.
I was just being nice.
There's something in the way.
There is something in the way, and that is vengeance.
I'm vengeance. Being the shit out of Nostalgia Critic.
Oh,
I just remember
Doug Jones.
I leaned over to you in the
Even
theater.
he acknowledged it.
I remember leaning over to you in the theater going, "It's Doug Jones."
I can't wait for his video now.
Oh God! Oh, do you think he'll dress up as?
I think he'll dress up as he'll be like criticizing the Batman and like, "What are you supposed to be, vengeance?" He's just yeah.
Oh God! But oh my God, this is a great movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I'd say before like we even get into it, go see this multiple times. See this multiple times because you like it more and more each time.
I think you're just trying to get them to make more money, but I
oh
see
yes,
your
I
point
mean
of view.
yeah, I mean absolutely. I'm trying to just be like, give them your money.
I've only seen it once, but we're gonna go see it tomorrow or tonight. I don't know. We'll see. It's been over a week since I've seen it.
It's been over a week, and it's been a couple of weeks since we recorded because a convention had happened and everything.
Yeah.
We didn't have the time to do
Then
this.
I had to do a avocado smoggling operation down to Mexico.
You
You know
had
they banned them, right? You can't.
But that's the whole tagline: avocados from Mexico.
Yeah, they banned avocados from Mexico, so I had to go down there.
You met Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage on your adventure and everything. Can't wait to see you in the film.
No, but I did have a dream about Nicolas Cage. So
Tell me about
I
it.
was watching
Before we get back on track, tell me about it.
All right.
Let's get this dumb stuff out of the way.
Nicolas Cage had a handlebar mustache with short hair,
Oh,
and I was like watching.
that's from a movie.
Yeah,
That's from one of his movies.
I feel
at
like I was
least.
watching a movie, and he witnesses a murder, and he says he's leaving this guy's house, some guy, and his house is like a department store. So he says, like, I can't fucking go anymore. I'm fucking tired. I'm just gonna take a nap right here underneath these like stack of clothes. And then later that night, he witnesses that guy murder someone in front of him. And I was like, holy shit! I'm watching this go down. Then my alarm wakes me up. I'm like, fuck. I wish I could have finished it.
Wow, I can't find a picture of Nicolas Cage with a handlebar mustache.
No?
I think like the only one that technically exists is him as Big Daddy in a Kick-Ass, but like I don't think that counts.
What about back in the 90s, he did a movie where he had a big mustache and he's looking in the mirror and he's yelling at himself, "Look at me! Huh? Look at me!" Back around the time he did David Lynch movie.
This one?
Not that one.
Where he's got like the mutton chops and everything. Also, he would have made a much better Joe Exotic than whoever they cast for the Carol versus Joe TV show.
Oh, terrible.
That also looks like a bad TV show.
It looks bad.
And also, why are they painting Carol as the good guy?
I don't know, because they got a funny lady to play her. Which
right.
I get. You get Kate McKinnon, but you have someone to play the opposite to her.
Also, she doesn't look like
no
Carol Baskins at all. Like, they got an old guy to play her husband, which looks good.
Yeah.
And the guy that got to play Joe Exotic, they at least like gave him the tattoos, the mustache, and the hair. But he doesn't look like Joe Exotic either.
No.
They got just the worst casting for these two people, and I just...
The actor they got for Joe Exotic is so, like, thin
it
and
also
frail.
It's also weirdly homophobic.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of, like, connotations, like, the gays are rednecks and the devils, and Carol Baskins, woman of God. It's like, I don't know how I feel about this. This is even worse than what Riddler did. Getting back to it, Joe.
Yeah, getting back to it.
There is something in the way.
Yeah, let's just talk about Rob Pattinson. He does a great job as both Wayne and Batman.
I think a lot of people are upset that this isn't the Playboy Bruce Wayne. I gotta tell you, this is he doesn't care about being Bruce Wayne. He's literally devoting his life to Batman.
Why does everyone ask for the same thing they get every time? We just got that with Christian Bale.
Right. I think it's that we just...
Well, the thing is, with Christian Bale, we had Batman Begins, where he didn't want to be the Playboy, but then he built into it, you know?
Right, he played it at the end of the movie where he's like, get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
And it's like, also, that's all we got from that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
We didn't get Playboy Bruce Wayne until the next two movies.
Yeah.
And in the third one, he was fucking Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's
yeah.
very, very, very strange.
Howard Hughes, Jim.
Howard Hughes. Okay. But, we aren't going to get that because he doesn't want to be that, but at the end of this movie, he literally is like, okay, I have to be more than just Batman. I have to, like, be this person to these people now. I have to mean something and everything. You know, his character is evolving as these movies go, and this is the first outing, and people just, like, want, give all of it to me at the same time right now, and it's like, no. Let movies happen. Don't rush it.
I like the idea of this being the first movie where he's not gonna play like the Playboy character, but maybe 5 years from now he evolves because he it's a character arc.
You really want to do that year 5?
Yeah.
I don't think it should be year 5.
Shut up, Jim.
I think that's just too far. Like year 3 or maybe like the beginning of year 4.
We jumped 2 years in already. We missed 2 years. Think of that.
We are at the end of year 2.
Yeah, so there's a whole year and a year and 3/4 that we missed.
Right, but it's like, then you want to jump like 3 years and everything, and it's like,
yeah,
no.
Well, the thing is, at the end of this movie, he has a character arc. He does realize like he has to be the light. He can't be the shadow.
I know Superman's mad over that. I gotta be Hope.
Yeah.
Also, that end scene is so fucking good. Like, we're not gonna go too spoilery right away. I'm just gonna say that Batman's monologue in that scene, and just the music that's playing and everything.
Yeah, I'm showing him pictures of Nicolas Cage in Deadfall.
Is that the handlebar mustache that you were talking about?
Oh, this is the closest thing I can see to it.
But the version of the Nirvana song they play in that one is so like perfectly hopeful.
Yeah.
Especially on like the last chord where it's like it's no longer the sort of like drudgy sort of like dun 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 dun, like it's no longer that, like it goes up and everything, and it's like coming hopeful. You got the woman singer joining and everything. It's like becoming very like sort of like as this lady's literally being airlifted away and everything. It's this very like kind of godly sort of like moment.
He has this Jesus moment, you know?
It's so good. He's dirtied. He's beat up. His cowl and his fucking suit, it's all just trashed. And he's just like, he's standing in daylight among all these people. And it's just like such a kind of scene because it's so well done. So earned.
A lot of people do have a criticism for this fourth act. It's a bit messy. Like, I don't know the motivation for all the characters. Like, the Riddler's goons, and like, why are they doing this? They just want to kill people. That's what they want to do.
Also, we do see their perspective from like the beginning.
Right. But when it comes to the final thing, we're like, okay, we'll flood the city and get everyone inside this arena, then start shooting everyone. Like, that's basically the plan. And kill the mayor. Kill the mayor.
Yeah.
There's nothing else beyond that. And people are
to be fair,
well,
she was the first woman on his thing.
People are so upset that this is the final act, and then they're like, well, I don't really understand what's going on. Like. Does anyone really know what QAnon is up to? Really? Like, does anyone really understand what they're up to?
I don't. I have to say, like, I think the closest that we can, like, properly, like, parallel this to, and it's not intentional either, is the fucking, like, marches of, like, the Proud Boys for, like, the QAnon thing with, like, the fucking black polo shirts and, like, the tan caps and pants and stuff.
Yeah. Hawaiian shirts and tiki torches. I can't wear that anymore.
That one, too.
I can't go down to fucking Frankie's. Where are my Hawaiian
You
shirts?
shouldn't be going down there, Joe. We've learned that you shouldn't be there.
Jim,
it's not good.
I did an operation. I can't speak on it.
I got a super runny nose. It's just, we do see the motivation. We do see people behind it because it's like, oh, these are corrupt officials. These are horrible people. It's the same way they did in Joker. It's like, he's not intentionally killing these people for the reasons that they want, his like fans and his audience and stuff. He's killing them because of how they personally wronged him. Yeah. And then it just happens that it's going to help everybody else in a way.
Yeah, I've seen a criticism of how this Batman is the opposite to Nolan's Batman. And the way he approaches justice and seeking it.
I feel like Nolan's Batman did a lot of standing around, if I'm being honest.
A lot of standing
He did a lot of standing around until one big fight had to happen, and then it's just like, that's it. I'm being honest. Think back to those movies. It's a lot of him standing there talking to people.
Dark Knight Rises, him just standing on a bridge.
I was going to say,
looking at a tablet.
Him standing in the vault in the Dark Knight.
Oh, yeah.
It's just him standing there just guarding.
He doesn't do a lot of detecting compared to this one, and that's what I'm happy about.
No, Joe, he does. He takes the bullet, he puts it in a minigun, and he shoots a bunch of bullets to see which one matches the exact pattern. Makes sense. And then he reassembles it and gets a perfect thumbprint.
None of that makes
Wait, I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense?
That doesn't make any sense. Why would they all be the same every time?
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Why are you shooting from a minigun that's going to have a way different effect?
So how are you going to get a fingerprint off a bullet when it comes out of a shell? So, are you telling me this guy loaded...
Because he loaded the bullet by pushing on the front part. By the bullet part, not the shell. He held it like that, and then he just slid it and pushed it down.
I don't know. He must have shelled his own guns. I don't know.
It's
the one thing with The Dark Knight.
It's a great movie.
Oh, The Dark Knight, there's these things. I'm like, well, this doesn't...
Why would he come into the line of buses at the middle and not the end? People would notice. People would call it out.
Like, that's the bus right there, guys. It has a bunch of brick on it.
That bus that crashed into that bank is pulling out in the middle of our group. Unless you make it so that the bus drivers are in on it.
Yeah.
Then they'd shut the fuck up and they wouldn't say anything. But you gotta make that be said.
So you got a thing going from there. You have the buses being driven by clowns and all the kids held as hostages. Then you just blow up the buses, kill all the kids. That's what they should have done.
People are gonna be like, "No, he wouldn't kill kids. He was gonna blow up that ferry with fucking like hundreds of families on it.
He was gonna blow up both of them. That's the joke.
Yeah, but the prisoners were on one, and it's like, I'm not gonna say that there's a kid among those prisoners.
Were all the prisoners murderers, or some of them like just like low level felons? Like, whoa, I'm getting off. Like,
I did tax fraud because I forgot to file it.
Shut up, Jim.
I'm not. I jaywalked.
Jaywalked.
Batman caught me jaywalking. I don't want to die.
No, but with this one, I really like the whole ensemble cast together. Ooh, something in the way.
Oh, I can't. I didn't.
You can't do that
it.
again.
I can't repeat it.
No.
But oh my God, everybody was great.
Let's just talk about Gordon.
So Jeffrey Wright.
Oh my God,
he died for our sins in James Bond and was brought back to life 3 days later.
Resurrected.
Woo!
So I've always loved Gary Oldman's Gordon from Batman Begins.
I think it's the closest we got to the comics.
Yeah. Then I can't really think of the others. Like, just the fat guy with the mustache.
He really is just a fat guy with a mustache in almost all other media. Yeah. And then like you got J.K. Simmons one, which he was fucking yoked for.
Yeah.
He got yoked for it. It's just like he didn't need to, but cool.
He was like, you know what? I don't know. I'm being a Zack Snyder movie. I gotta get my muscles on.
Listen, I've seen all the other actors in Zack Snyder's movie. Ray Fisher, Jason Momoa, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill. I mean, they're letting Ezra Miller skirt by because he's Flash. He's not supposed to be super buff. I gotta get both.
Yeah. Then you have Bryan Cranston in Year One.
It makes sense, by the way.
It does.
For Jim Gordon to be a buff guy. Because like he's fucking fighting criminals with Batman.
I don't know about that, especially with that bald head of his, like, with the mustache. Like, where's he going? Is he really going to go to, like, the Blue Oyster after work?
The Blue Oyster?
You have no idea. Jim, you know cruising? You know?
No.
Okay. I hope someone gets that reference.
I stopped you in your tracks. No reference for you.
I'm just talking about the leather-clad gay clubs of New York back in the 80s. Al Pacino infiltrates to find a serial killer.
Oh no, we're not going back to this again. We've looked at that poster and it's one of the most wild fucking things ever.
Wait, what?
We've done this.
What?
On our Cowboys vs. Aliens episode?
I don't remember.
It somehow led us to talking either... We went from that to talking about Harrison Ford's earring, or we went from Harrison Ford's earring to talking about that. It was one of the two.
Oh,
but that's...
Yeah.
Sorry, I've memorized these things.
The code. Then the bandana colors and your...
Yeah, in your back pocket and everything.
It does... Yeah. Okay,
the colors have... Oh, I know that from... Oh, I know the bandana code.
Oh, God.
The hanky code, I think it's actually.
We can't be going downtown and you having that hanging out of your pocket, Jim. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna get us killed here.
We gotta blend in, Joe. Oh no! Imagine if in the scene when he's walking up the stairs, putting on the shirt, you just see a red hanky hanging out of his back pocket. Oh no, Bruce.
Oh no. Are we still rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, Catwoman.
Zoe Kravitz. I feel like we really didn't talk enough about Jeffrey Wright though. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Oh god, his voice is just like so perfect for every role he's in. He's like, "You're telling me that guy's a moonlight for the Penguin?" God, I loved him punching Batman, by the way.
Oh yeah.
That whole scene inside GCPD.
Yeah.
Was perfect.
Yeah.
It was so brief, but it was perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Zoe Kravitz. Amazing.
Yeah. The best Catwoman.
It's definitely the closest to the Year One version.
I can't believe Anne Hathaway's Catwoman is passable. Like, after seeing this, like, this is like a low level, like a minimalistic Catwoman.
Right.
But versus...
I like that the cat ear look makes more sense with hers compared to Anne Hathaway's.
Yeah.
Which, hers were like night vision goggles or some shit.
Yeah.
And that folded up into... Yeah. But also, why did they fold up? They didn't need the fold up.
No.
But like hers is just that it's because it's made from like a... There's something very weird sounding about my microphone.
About yours.
Yeah. I think it might be a bit too loud or something.
Sure, that's better. Lower your voice so less people have to hear.
What?
That's fine.
No, I'm going to change that after it peaks in the audio. I'll see the little spike.
Yeah.
But it made more sense with her bandana, like, or not bandana, sorry. Her balaclava being like a cut part and everything.
What the hell did you just say?
Balaclava.
What the fuck is that?
Ski mask.
Thank you.
They're also called balaclavas.
Like balaclava?
Yeah.
Never heard that.
That's what they're called.
He just starts throwing out fucking crazy ass words like that and expects me to catch on. And I'm like, what did he just say?
Me and Kingsman
Balaclava.
when they say the word no.
Balaclava?
Yeah, balaclava.
A ski mask.
She's wearing a ski mask, a balaclava.
Nah.
And it's just like it's ripped apart
I'm
in the
looking this up.
center.
You're making up words.
I'm not balaclava.
Who would know that?
your face is just going, the fuck is this?
Yeah, balaclava
What does that say?
is like a ninja word. The fuck?
No, I think it's Italian actually.
Italian ninjas exist, Jim. There's plenty of giallo movies about that.
But yeah, I know it because Grand Theft Auto refers to him as balaclavas and not ski masks, so I always just said balaclava because of it. But yeah, she's wearing a balaclava that's like cut in half and everything, so it's like only her nose and up is being like. But I like that it has like the carrier look.
Yeah,
it's not it, but it is.
Yeah, yeah, I like her whole like everything about the way the character was moving in and out of different situations.
They really leaned into like, without saying it directly, her like sex worker work and everything, which was a big part of her year one character, was that like she had met Bruce Wayne because she was a sex worker.
Yeah, well, like I don't know if you need to really announce it in the movie when you know what's going on.
No, that's why I was saying, I was like, they didn't say it. It was just like that she was and everything.
That's why when her dad Falcone saw her in the Iceberg Lounge, he knew what was he was like, she's a prostitute, you know. So once he sees her in there, he's like, oh, what's
it's
up?
so fucking weird when he's like doing that.
Yeah.
It's like then she's like, he's my dad. It's like, oh, whoa,
yeah, he doesn't know it though.
Whoa.
He doesn't know it,
but she knows.
Yeah.
Oh God! Then when she says dad, and he's like, what? He turns around.
Like he's so confused. Like, are you just calling me daddy, or like what's going on here?
Yeah, I don't like that.
But then you have Peter Sarsgaard, who's like, I like prostitutes.
I fucking love the scene of him introducing his friends.
Yeah.
This is Chet. That's Troy. This is Travis. We're the boys, and it's the weekend. It just had that vibe. But when he was like introducing everybody,
then when he leaves the club, he is like not acting like she's a prostitute anymore. He's acting like he's like begging for her, like, and she's like,
because she's the most beautiful thing he's ever seen.
He's so dumb.
I mean, did you see who else he was with?
So dumb.
He was with some girl from New Jersey, and he's just like, no, it's that one.
Yeah. I didn't realize Peter Sarsgaard was the guy that's in the duct tape until the movie started.
Right.
And I was like, oh, he's in this. And
you can see him in the background too and some stuff, and it's like you don't realize it till after. Like you see him in scenes like on the TV with the like mayor-elect.
Yeah, you don't.
And it's like, oh,
he did a good job.
He also would have been a good Harvey Dent. Like we could still make him Harvey Dent.
Yeah.
Half his face was lost. I mean, Bruce Wayne didn't die.
Oh no, that guy's
Batman.
dead.
Batman didn't die from the explosion. He was right there.
Oh, he's dead. Yeah, he
half his face is dead.
No, you can get someone else.
You call me Two-Face now.
I got an idea. Two-Face, Brendan Fraser. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you had me excited for a second. I wanted to hear the pitch.
No, that was not the pitch.
Oh, he would be a good Clayface.
We don't need him in the movie.
Well, no, I'm just saying that,
Don't be letting anyone know I said that, though. Brendan Fraser, sans...
I love Brendan Fraser. Can't wait for him in Batgirl. He's going to be great.
What was that face for?
What? I made a normal face.
Okay. Sorry. I'm getting your social gestures and your physical mannerisms.
I was just saying that I can't wait to see him in Batgirl.
Yeah, I believe you. We all believe you.
Joe, put down the knife. You're scaring me.
I don't have the knife. Oh, I do have a knife. Speaking of that,
I don't have it. Oh, I do. You blacked out for a second there.
I think I did. I got a package.
Do it into the microphone.
I got a package.
Oh no, I meant switching. Yeah, and then when you cut it open.
I almost cut my face open. I thought you were trying to tell me to get into the microphone. All right.
No, I was saying do that into the microphone. You like started whispering into it, and then. Okay, calm down, Riddler.
Talk about the saran wrap. What a fucking shitty ass idea that was. I'm gonna wear this the entire production now.
Yeah, I was like, when I saw that they said that, like, don't forget your cling wrap, I was like, oh, how do you wrap that around your head? How are you wearing that?
Alright, I got a package. It finally arrived.
So they taped on their glasses? Or, like, how are they wearing it?
Movie magic, Jim.
Oh my god. It's the Riddler's mask.
Neon Year 5.
Oh. It looked the exact same as the Riddler's mask. Oh, you're handing it to me.
Yeah, so you can look at it.
Alley. All light everywhere. Flea. In the earth. But the A is upside down. Pig. Spencer. Titani. Titani. How do you pronounce it?
Titane?
Titani.
Yeah, I guess it's called Titane.
Titane. The year of the everlasting storm. Zack Snyder's Justice League. Wow.
So this is the box set for Neon Productions. All the movies they distributed.
Didn't they distribute Parasite?
That was 2019.
Right. Sorry, I was just saying. But didn't they do that as well?
Yeah.
I was like, I couldn't remember if it was them or A24 that had done it.
No, that was Neon. I wish A24 they should do a box set like this for every year.
Yeah.
Or like their movie Lamb they released. They have a special like Blu-ray box for it. It looks like a Criterion collection box. Like they should do this with all their movies.
Speaking of A24 real quick,
yeah.
I've heard a lot of people shit talking The Green Knight. Was it not good? I still want to watch it, but I want to make like I want to make an episode out of it though.
Jim, it's artistic. It's an art house movie. No one's gonna like it unless you're into that type of deal. But it's a good movie.
I saw a clip from it. It looked good, and that's why I was very confused when I like saw people saying that it wasn't.
It's not a normal movie. People are expecting a movie out of this. This is not a movie. This is a fucking art house film. That's the difference. People are like, oh, well, I want to see this medieval like action movie. Like, oh,
dude, bro's talking about Joker.
Yeah, like normal people aren't gonna like this because they don't like films. They like movies. That's the problem I'm having with these people that are in movie clubs and everything that they think they like movies.
How many people have you had to ban, Joe?
Jim, I don't ban.
I don't ban people. How many people come in and you have to go on your side profile to ban?
I go onto other groups and look at their comments and everything and just the threads. And people just are idiots. And I feel superior every time I do it.
I didn't realize Dennis Reynolds was in the room with us. I can make you into a lamp.
Anyways, back to the Batman. Colin Farrell.
Oh,
Colin Farrell.
I love his interview. I don't like James Corden as like a host, but he did a great interview with him and everything where Patrick Stewart was silently sitting on the couch with them.
Oh yeah?
He has the fucking deepest voice right now, by the way. Like it's scary. Patrick Stewart.
Really?
It was terrifying because like he spoke once and I was like, it was like a fucking jump scare. But he did an amazing interview where he like talked about his experience where he was just like literally lost in the role, like to the point that nobody knew him. Yeah. When Jeffrey Wright walked by him, he said, "Hey Jeffrey," but like in his normal voice. And so Jeffrey Wright like stared at him as if he was about to kick his ass, and walked over to Matt Reeves and he was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And he explained it was Colin Farrell. He had went into a...
Jeffrey Wright is so like fucking like stuck up. He's like, who the fuck is this normal piece of shit, weird looking guy?
Well, exactly.
Like, talk to me.
Like, imagine if somebody like the Penguin just had Colin Farrell's voice and said, "Hey Jeffrey," as he walked past. Would you not be a little fucking terrified?
Yeah.
Would you not think that you're about to be assaulted?
Oh, well, this is cool.
But also, apparently, he went to, like, a Starbucks by where they were filming.
Oh, yeah.
And he ordered, and he, like, spoke in his normal voice while wearing the Penguin makeup. And the barista was, like, super just, like, fucking terrified, because it was like, "Oh, yeah, can I get an open latte, please?"
Yeah, I feel like he needs to go to, like, a pub or something where you're, like, doing a lot of social interaction to see how people react.
I love those kind of stories. Where it's like a fucking actor, because I know like during the Belko experiment,
yeah,
that one James Gunn movie that he didn't direct, but it's just essentially his movie and everything.
Yeah,
that the actors had went to like the local coffee shop just covered in blood during their takes and everything.
Oh, really?
And like the people kept like asking, "Are you okay? Do you need help?" It's just like stories like that are just my favorite thing, where it's like just a person completely covered in blood just having a normal interaction because it's a movie. But yeah, oh my god, he was great. The New Jersey accent, the fucking way that he moved around and everything, the physicality and the fucking emotion he can get with that prosthetics on.
Yeah. There's a thing, like, when I heard that Colin Farrell was first getting cast as the Penguin after Jonah Hill turned it down,
right.
I was like, oh, great. Like,
I wonder what that would have been like.
I was like, oh, we're going to have a young Penguin who's not going to be fat or anything, but then we see him, and I'm like...
He's imposing.
Yes. And I'm like, fuck. He has such, like a build on him.
He'll also shit-talk you to death, but will not throw a punch himself.
I loved it when he was tied up, and he starts waddling like a penguin.
Hey, don't leave me here.
Yeah, he's so funny.
It's La Rata, not El. That's the worst Spanish I've ever heard.
Yeah. Oh, he's so good.
I like the idea that Bruce Wayne isn't bilingual.
Well, why would he be?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, because he's, like, trained with racial ghoul and shit.
Not this one.
Well, we don't know where this one's trained.
Motherfucker, this is not a ninja.
Well, no, I know. I'm saying, like, I'm curious where he has trained, because they do have, like...
He got trained by Alfred, Thomas Wayne's bodyguard.
Alfred did say, I could teach you how to fight.
Yeah, Thomas
or
Wayne...
Or not your father.
Thomas Wayne didn't have a butler. He had a bodyguard.
Essentially, yes.
That's what it was.
That's my favorite versions of Alfred that are just like, oh yeah, I was paramilitary and I will fucking kill anyone that threatens this family.
Yeah. But Colin Farrell, like, there's a reason why you cast him. Like, he knows how to move. You know?
Oh my
He
God.
does so many things with...
I was expecting the fucking Grindelwald look where he's gonna have like the fade and like the feathered sort of hair and everything like he did, where it's like every hair had like very like fucking thick strands and stuff, and it had a very like feathery look. And, like, you know, maybe just, like, white or something, like, make him old, or, like, I don't know. I was expecting something. But then when that fucking trailer came out, I'm like, oh, the first fucking reveal trailer that they had, I'm just like, he's amazing.
He's doing, like a Robert De Niro impression, in a way, where he repeats himself.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah, he does. Like, I got you! I got you!
I got you! I got you!
Yeah.
And then the fucking scared face he had when he turned around.
Well, the thing is, like,
oh, it's chilling.
When something like that happens, like, you can really see someone like that really acting like that. Like, saying these things. And you're like, of course that guy would do this.
Come on!
Yeah.
Oh God, I love the stunt of him just silently flying through the air. But also, it looked like the fucking stunt actor hit their head when the car landed. I don't know if you've noticed that.
I didn't see that.
But on the rewatch, you have to look at it. When the car lands, you can see the inside. It looks like the stunt actor's head touches the roof of the car.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Colin Farrell. I love him. So good.
Andy Serkis as Alfred.
Andy Serkis. So little done with him. I was afraid he was going to die.
Oh my God, I was so terrified he was dead. I was going to be like, no!
I see him opening the box. Like, yeah, this motherfucker's going to die. Like, then the fireproof fucking shielding on the notebook, whatever.
Oh, that was such a good reveal of,
I was like, fuck.
I thought it was, like, covered in tape. I was like, that's a bad way of storing it. And
I would, yeah,
fireproof.
It seems so obviously like, yeah, they're going to kill fucking Alfred.
He lives.
Yeah, he lives.
They, Iron Man 3, Jon Favreau'd him.
Just, oh yeah. What's his face is still, yeah.
Happy.
Happy, yeah. I thought he was going to die at some point, but...
Oh yeah, Happy. I was fucking panicking the entire Spider-Man movie because I'm like, I know he's going to get shot to death by the damage control. They're going to kill him. They're going to kill Happy.
Yeah, after they kill Aunt May, that would have been a double whammy.
Oh, I would have fucking... Like, that would have solidified my, like, liking to that movie, because I would have been like, they just killed my, like, most emotional investment in this entire cinematic universe.
But they do something different. They make it even more emotional by, like, having him not remember.
Fucking erasing Spider-Man from his memory, and he's just standing at a grave with him.
Yeah. Well, I feel like if Peter really wanted to, he could have fixed that.
Oh!
By, like, over-explaining all these details.
I know this is them, like, sidelining so they can be like, well, if we can't have him in the MCU, we can have him in his own thing. But if he is still in the MCU, he could just go back to Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
It, like, pulls off his mask as Spider-Man and is like, so, what happened is we erased time, but things got fucky and we got into the multiverse, as you know, because of your movie with Wanda.
Yeah.
Now we're here, and nobody knows who I am, but I need you to know who I am.
Yeah.
Okay, Pete. Oh, sorry, hold on, I gotta do my Benedict. Well, okay, Peter.
Okay, sorry. The Peter sounded really good.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get good at it. I've gotten into watching like some videos.
I don't want to hear what you're watching.
I was gonna say The Power of the Dog. I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips of people talking about it. He is not glamorized. He is the villain.
Yeah, well, the twink kid
kills him.
Yeah.
Like murders him.
Yeah.
Brutally.
Yeah, like the twink.
I think Jesse Plemons is actually a good guy in it.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Well, he's the father or the stepfather to that kid.
Right. And it's like Benedict Cumberbatch is abusive towards him and the kid's mom.
He's just an abusive gay dude that wants to fuck people. And like that's not really like glamour or like glamorous for.
No, they very much so are like, no, this is not a good person. He's horrible.
Yeah.
Also, I guess the kid isn't underage, but like I still get that weird impression.
That's the kid from Slow West with Michael Fassbender, the Western movie from A24.
That's where I remember him from.
Yeah. Well, that was my first thought. I was like, oh, he's doing another Western. This is
right. The kid who, yeah.
And then he's also in fucking Nightcrawler from X-Men.
That's Nightcrawler?
Yeah, the young one.
I thought the Nightcrawler in the newer movies was like
Cody McPhee or something. Cody something.
Huh, I thought the actor was like a fucking
Cody
like
Smith. He's a good
Egyptian
actor.
or something. But or Romani or something. But okay, back to Batman. Who else was in it?
We're gonna talk about Jesus, John Turturro.
God, I always forget his last name.
Yeah,
John Turturro, who I was not expecting to have as big a role as he did. He was in this a lot more than I was expecting us to get, Joe.
Yeah,
and I love that he never compromised those glasses. They were on all the time. We never got to see those eyes act.
Oh, I like that.
It was eyebrows the entire time. Also, they covered up Zoe Kravitz in the funeral scene.
Yeah.
Because she did the acting for that scene, except for that close-up where they reshot it.
So I heard they shot alternate takes and everything. And they're obviously going to use her body like to get out of the car.
Right, and the whole walk up the stairs and everything. They filmed the interaction, but then they just literally like CGI'd her out and replaced her with the Brooklyn girl or something.
Yes.
It was whoever was with Skarsgård.
I watched a video breaking it down, and they said could be his wife or something, whatever.
No, it's literally the woman that was with Skarsgård.
I can't remember, but yeah, he's an X-Men movie.
Oh, he was in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
You should have just told me that, Joe. I would have known who you were talking about.
Let the right one in. Come on. The Road, one of the bleakest movies ever.
That's really fucking sad. I remember when you kept playing it on a fucking drive we did as a family.
No.
And it kept skipping back to the beginning of the movie.
I don't remember.
It would get like 20 minutes in and it would keep skipping back, and so we'd have to rewatch the first 20 minutes over and over again. Huh. It was like the fucking saddest movie because I kept thinking, man, it's a lot of weird dream sequences until I realized it was skipping. But
yeah,
John Turturro.
He plays it so different, like from all the other guys that have done roles like that.
Hey.
Yeah, you've had Tom Wilkinson play him, right? Then Sal Maroni, you had Eric Roberts play him.
This is Falcone, not Maroni.
Right. But
the Maronis were the ones who got arrested.
But the way those guys played those roles were so gangster-like in a way. But John Turturro, he brings
this is an old man.
He brings like
who knows what the game is,
like a Godfather level of like
exactly.
You know, like he plays it like a Corleone.
I'm a made man.
Yeah, I like that aspect of it.
I don't want to talk about the movie yet because like the first 20 minutes are so fucking good.
Yeah,
but like it just leads up to that. But
Who was it? Robert Pattinson said he based he was like inspiration for the character Al Pacino in The Godfather. Was that this?
Was that
I
this?
think so.
Was he the one that said that?
Or was it something else?
Or was it John Turturro?
I think it was Ralph Patterson.
Or was it Paul Dano?
Paul Dano.
I wanted to save him for last because he is the...
Sorry.
He is the villain and everything. God, does he do a fucking good job? And I love the first moment we see him without his mask. The just face acting he did while being arrested and everything. Like his excitement to be caught and everything. It's great.
Yeah, he studied Al Pacino and Kurt Cobain for the role. From The Godfather. So The Godfather, like the level, like, you know, like silence with his eyes. But then Cobain, you know.
I was letting you talk.
Oh, you just had this look. I was like, what's happening?
Well, you were talking. Well, like, I was talking about the Paul Dano and like how I loved his first moment.
I wanted to finish that before we get to the Paul Dano. We were saving him for last.
Do we have anybody else that we need to talk about? Any?
That's what I was thinking.
We got Martinez. I guess we could talk about the cop.
I really.
Hey, Mr. Wayne.
Oh, I like those cops.
Oh, wait, what? Sorry.
They feel like.
Let's talk about Godfather Cop.
I felt.
You dare come to my commission? I'm not scared of you.
I felt like we're in Staten Island. I felt like we're real city fucking people.
I loved watching because Johnny and Dad were next to me in the theater when I watched my second viewing, and he came up and Johnny and Dad kept doing impressions of his voice. I heard just Dad like a couple seats over going, "You come to my police precinct and you disrespect me," and I just hear like Johnny laughing the moment she hears him start talking, and it's like this very serious scene. And he's just like, "You know who you're fucking with? I'm the Commissioner Loeb." Whatever his name was.
So good.
Oh god, but yeah, I loved all the cops. I fucking love the scene of them chasing Batman.
Yeah.
The just army of fucking leather jacketed cops just going, oh, it's so great.
Instead of a superhero running down a hall, we get a man in a fucking suit, a bat suit running.
Oh my
running
god, it's like the fucking Klingon charging at us.
Like, oh, this is a man in a costume. This is a real man running for his life away from the cops. Like, if they find him, they're gonna fucking like, oh, it's Bruce Wayne. Obviously, he'd get away with it if he's Bruce Wayne.
I loved the fucking cape turning into the flight suit.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good until it turns into like him stumbling around, like hitting everything. Like,
he's just like,
I would have preferred it if he hit the fucking what do you call it? Elevated rail. And then just hung from it, and then like, oh fuck.
Oh, like Tron Legacy, just
and start cutting away to get out of there. Then have the fucking evade cars and everything, and probably getting hit, rolled over.
Oh, what if he's stuck and he cuts it, and then like you just hear a bus coming, and he just like fucking Deadpool 2, just
It turns into a Spider-Man 2 movie.
I'm back.
It would have been too funny.
I really wish we could have seen him putting a cape back on too after getting beat up, because like it immediately jump cuts to him at the signal with Gordon, and he's just like got the cape on. I'm like, no, I want to see him being in pain trying to put it back on. Like,
yeah. What I'm looking for is No Country for Old Men. Him running in pain and injured and trying to fucking patch himself back up. Then going to his next meeting.
I'll give you $100 for that beer.
He's like, how are you doing? And like, you look okay. No, I'm fine. Are you okay?
I'll give you $100 for that beer and your jacket.
Nice coat. Batman Begins had the best lines.
It did. It really did.
It was so funny.
Would you like to see my mask? It helps people.
Like, what the fuck is this?
No, you fucking crazy lunatic.
Since when did the nut take over the nut house? It's not who I am underneath, but it's what I do that defines me.
Scram, kid. And just fucking shoves the kid to the ground. And fucking grabs little Joffrey's face and fucking just tosses him. That'll teach you to take over in a couple of years.
Oh, man. Yeah, Batman Begins is always my favorite of the trilogy. Just because of, like, everyone loves The Dark Knight. I love it too.
I like Batman Begins as a movie, but I love the characters in The Dark Knight.
Yes.
I think The Dark Knight has the best characters.
With
but
the
I think
Joker and everything going on, all the complex storylines and everything. But Batman Begins is like a perfect like ninja fucking origin.
Batman Begins is the best.
Yeah.
Until until they put on those dumb fucking gas masks at the end that like don't even cover their like mouths. You can see they're like it's like sitting on top of their chin. And I'm like, how are they not breathing in the chemicals?
But you have Liam
That's not airtight at all.
But Liam Neeson's the villain. How cool is that?
It's cool and it's really well done. And then you're like, ooh, but it's
I don't have to save you. Like you're literally killing me.
Murderer.
Not only that,
how many of his goons were on that train that we didn't see?
How many?
We only saw one car.
Of those pillars of that building that get knocked out, how much structural damage is caused?
I don't believe that those prisoners didn't die in that cell that he blew a fucking hole in. I don't give a shit. You can't put explosives that close to a fucking person and just have them be fine.
It is a good startup to get all the fucking crazies out of Arkham.
I do like the callback in The Dark Knight Rises when he gives the same bomb to Donald Blake and he's like, that didn't do shit. You know? What is this? And he just shoo. He's like, oh fuck. Yeah. Also, a surprise character in Batman Begins that I really wish we could have seen being like a recurrence, like Scarecrow, Victor Zsasz.
Yeah, Victor Zsasz.
We literally see him on trial.
Yeah,
Rachel's like persecuting him or something.
Well, you think there's
and you see him in the jail.
Yeah, I really wish they would have been more grounded for the third movie. As grand as it would, fun it is. Like, you know, with Bane and everything.
Right.
If it was Bane grounded with all the other crazies and he's letting them out of Blackgate.
We've talked about this.
Yeah. Anyways.
Arkham has to be a fucking place.
That should have been the final fucking...
It has to be a fucking place in one of these movies.
So, Paul Dano...
The games proved that it works.
So, Paul Dano now, he's going to be in Arkham. And he's
with Barry Keoghan's Joker.
I never trust that.
Sorry, Proto Joker.
Yeah, Proto Joker. I think this is before he's.
He has ginger hair, by the way.
Yeah.
Because of the way that the light hits his hair and Paul Dano's hair, he has ginger hair just like Paul Dano.
Yeah. Which
I guess is very close to the Gotham interpretation of Joker.
I don't know. I just see it as this is him before he becomes Joker. He's just a psychopath.
This is he has a Matt Reeves talked about it. He has like the disease that like makes him smile because he has heart problems.
Oh.
He's very more closely based off what inspired the Joker, which was The Man Who Smiles, because he has like a medical condition that forces him to smile no matter what. Like it's basically the Jack Nicholson prosthetics where he's just smiling no matter what. And it's also very great.
Yeah.
But I love that he has like the like just charred and patchy skin as well. Like we can't see what it looks like, but it's just like very gross. I'm like, this is what would happen.
This is before the acid.
This is
before the makeup.
What if the acid smoothed the skin? Perfect cleanser.
Oh. Just for Batman to like start punching him and like ripping his face apart.
Oh my!
Like he did that guy.
Oh yeah, the goon who is the guy at the funeral, by the way.
Yeah.
He is set up earlier in the movie. Well, this isn't a random character. Right. I know he can't recognize him, but that's who it is.
Yeah. Well, Catwoman was getting almost killed by him. Then he starts fucking going ham.
What does he inject, Joe?
Venom. It was some green
This
stuff.
is such a point of debate on the internet.
Why would it be adrenaline?
Because people are like, adrenaline looks like that. I'm like, but it's glowing.
It's glowing.
It's glowing. It's a glowing green liquid. It's Batman. Why can't you just let it happen?
Well, they did that.
I'm sorry. Do you not want Batman to be a drug head?
Yeah.
It's a story point. This is why Bane does it. And Batman's like, you need to stop doing it. Yeah. Like, he cares for Bane. He's like, listen, you might be my illegitimate brother. That's an actual plot point, by the way, and it's a very good thing that I think they should use at one point.
I really thought with this one, they were going to go with the whole...
You had me so convinced, too.
I was convinced. They were going to be...
You're Wayne, Master Bruce. You always have been. You lied to me, Alfred.
Yeah.
You're part of this, too.
I thought... So, the thing is, the reporter... Let's get into this. The reporter
Thomas Elliot.
Is Paul Dano's dad.
You think the reporter's his dad?
Yeah, because... Just from the riddles and the way it all circulates, that he like, we're both orphans. You orphaned me. Your father orphaned me.
Well, he was already part of the orphanage, though.
No. He got turned into an orphan.
No, he was part of the choir of the orphanage and everything.
He got turned into an orphan by that, and he had no family. And then he got molested by the priest and shit. Whatever.
I remember them very clearly saying the rats were eating him alive, Joe. I think we could have gone with anything other than the molesting by the freeze, which is true though. They do that. It's very fucked. We should not let religion get away with this because it's religion. But
this movie turns into like a Saw movie with the guy with the rats on his head. Like, oh my god.
It is so close to 7, and I love it. It's very 7.
Yeah, I love how dark and fucking dirty it is.
Is Jeffrey Wright the Morgan Freeman or the Brad Pitt?
Morgan Freeman. Oh, he is an upcoming cop.
That's why I'm saying, like, he's not the big time.
No.
He's like a detective, but he's not like
Robert Pattinson's Brad Pitt.
I mean,
he has that moment where I'm vengeance. That's his box moment.
You know who I am? Oh my god, I love those scenes, by the way.
Where he says, I'm vengeance, and Batman's looking down, and I'm like, holy shit. That's the moment where Brad Pitt's looking at him.
By the way, that moment is a better received, and I will say better, well done version of the Martha scene from BVS.
I just don't see.
In BVS, they do set it up, and people just ignore it. But at the beginning, he's his father muttering his mother's name after being gunned down and everything. It's this moment of like his father at his time of like death, he still wants to save Martha, and so then at Superman's time of death, he's not trying to save himself. He's trying to save his mom. Save Martha, save my mom and everything. And it's Batman realizing he's become the thing that he like swore to destroy. He became the mugger in the alley, just gunning down the parents and everything.
But these two fucking jack buff dudes with their muscles are just like sweating all over each other, ripping each other's clothes off, and they're gonna be like, Martha.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what's happening.
That is not what's happening.
And he's about to spear him in the heart. You know?
Yeah, but they're not ripping each other's clothes off. What are you talking about?
Were Batman's armor not ripped apart?
It had one hole in the chest because he grabbed it at the beginning, and it had like a slight hole in the mask. That's all.
And then he had Batman above him, and Superman like on the ground.
And he cut a line in his face. He didn't tear his clothes off. What the fuck are you talking about?
There are articles of clothing.
Joe, you watched a very different Batman vs Superman. I don't know what website you were on, Joe, but that wasn't HBO.
But this one is better done.
It definitely came across better.
It's one of those where like you want it to happen. Like
it's also at the beginning of the movie they say I am vengeance in the same way. At the end they say I am vengeance. It's doing the same thing, but I'm happier it's well received here. Mm-hmm. I no hate towards this movie. I really don't hate it. I think Robert Pattinson did a great job. I think the fucking suit looks amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and I think the cowl looks like perfect.
Well, the cowl reflects Paul Dano's nose. Like the stitching's the same for both noses.
I have to wonder, because this is the mask Paul Dano wears. That's an already existing thing.
Yeah.
Was that found and then they made the cowl, or did they make the cowl and then they're like, oh, this looks like it?
They did the stitching the same because just to show that they're like.
But like, which one came first?
I don't know, Jim. But what I'm saying is they made the noses the same on purpose.
Right. No,
I don't know the chicken or the egg, but
no, I'm sure that was.
I'm sure that the cold weather mask existed long before the movie.
And it did. And I think it's from like World War II.
So the stitching was already there, and they're inspired by leather like clad mask, you know. And he's playing Zorro.
And also, it is inspired by the Adam West mask.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he's doing the whole Zorro thing, and you know, I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm just saying it's interesting for a conversation. Like,
yes.
Did the Riddler mask inspire the Batman?
I don't want to have a conversation about it, Jim.
But it's interesting.
No, but Paul Dano being so inspired, I thought he was going to be brothers. They're going to be some kind of relation.
I love that he's just a super fan, though.
Yeah.
Like, at the end, he's just like, me and you, we're partners. You inspired me. You made me want to be a hero. And he's like, you're a fucking psychopath. And he's like, no. He's like, oh, fuck. He doesn't approve.
So is that the scene that he filmed over 200 times to get right? Paul Dano said this. Paul Dano said he wasn't happy with his performance. So he did 200 takes they hone it in.
Do 100 takes and get it right.
200 takes to find the right way to do that scene. I'm like, there's only one scene which like it would matter.
It's like in The Social Network where they smash the computer.
Yeah.
Like 100 times, but also it's not in shot when they cut in the movie. It's not in shot. So what the fuck was the point of smashing that many computers?
He was so I think David Fincher is so upset it didn't break the way he wanted that he said fuck it. You know?
Like fucking, I just remember the image of like all the computers they had on the set that they would just like continuously give them the break. It was like, it's not in shot in any of the movie though. No. But I wonder. I would love to see what the other takes looked like.
Yeah.
Like how differently did he play in like the first and last performance of that?
Luckily, the director, what's his face?
Matt Reeves, the
director of Planet of the Apes movies.
Yes.
Yeah. He said a lot of the deleted scenes weren't meant to be in the final cut. The 4-hour cut of the movie is not a real thing. It's a rough cut.
I'd still like to see it.
Well, he says those deleted scenes he wants us to see them.
Because there's a deleted Joker scene of Batman breaking into Arkham. Two
more Joker scenes, he says.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not just Barry showing up one day to have his hair be changed and to have like little specky makeup on his nose. He has a full-on fledged scene of him. So there's Calendar Man.
There's 2 missing scenes of Joker, and I don't know about Calendar Man.
No. I was gonna say Joker takes up the place of Calendar Man from the original Long Halloween comic, which this was very inspired by.
Oh yeah. I've never read it.
Where in it, a new serial killer, which I think is actually what brings Two-Face into like more popularity or something. Yeah. It's something like that, but it's Harvey Dent. He turns out to be the killer at the end of it and everything. But he's replicating Calendar Man's way of killing, where he's using dates as a way of like getting back at the Falcones and the Maronis and stuff.
That would be a good detective type investigation for Batman.
It's so good. It's
Calendar Man.
He goes to Calendar Man and he's like, somebody's replicating your work and I need you to tell me how and like why. And he's like this informant for him and everything, and it's very good.
So the second one, we're gonna have Calendar Man. Penguin is rising in prominence as
he's getting his own solo show.
Yeah.
Which.
So
there's also an Arkham show, which was originally the GCPD one.
Yes.
But it's been changed into Arkham, and I can't fucking wait for that. Woo!
Like how are they gonna do this? Like
I don't know, but I'm so excited.
Yeah, like it came down to creative differences. They changed it from the GCPD. What was it gonna be, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine? No, I'm kidding.
A very serious version of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine meets Gotham.
Oh no.
Yeah, we arrested another criminal. What's your name?
I'm Firefly. You mean Killer Moth? No, Firefly. Oh, you mean that other guy?
We got Man Bat over here. No, it turned into Arkham because like they're gonna put these people somewhere.
Dude, I can't wait because it's like he said that he doesn't want to do anything supernatural with it. Which for a character like Poison Ivy, you can just make it biochemicals. Which
I've seen that argument, but at the same time, like, do we want to see that? Maybe not as a main villain.
No, I'm not saying as a main villain, but I'm saying like over the year growth as characters who are there. Mr. Freeze, I'm still curious how he would do it.
Some kind of science shit.
Right, but like with Poison Ivy, you can just be like, it's a bioweapon made from like poisonous plants and stuff. How do you make a fucking character who has a cold gun?
You have Esper, whatever, the guy from Breaking Bad in
I know.
You have that guy play him.
I agree with you. That casting, yes. Also, apparently he was on Law and Order for a little bit as a defense attorney. But also, sorry, I'd seen it last night playing, but it caught me off guard. But how would you? Because he's like. Matt Reeves has said, like, I want to get Mr. Freeze in.
You have a nerd.
I just need to think of how to make it real.
The science gun, spraying things. And he has
calm down, Warner Brothers.
He has a Gotham accent, too. And he says, yeah, I just do this.
Oh, come down, sweetheart.
Yeah, come down. I spray you.
Spray.
You don't... Then you have him give a couple Arnold puns. Done right.
What killed the dinosaurs?
What killed the dinosaurs?
Wait, you should have Penguin and Mr. Freeze be a duo where Mr. Freeze does all the bad puns when he's like, what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. And Penguin's like, whoa. It was the meteor.
What are you talking about here?
The dinosaurs. It was a meteor that killed them, not the Ice Age.
That's
the worst Spanish I've ever heard.
That could play well into the Penguin. But I'm thinking Harvey Dent for sure needs to be in a movie.
Oh, what if?
Because he needs to be part of the Gotham aura, you know?
Yeah, and that's entirely what I thought we were gonna get with Skarsgård.
Yeah.
But then when he just turned out to be a drophead.
Well, yeah, drophead.
I love drop as like this sort of in drug. It's so perfect for Gotham.
That's such a cool mask.
Oh my god, that mask. Okay, so let's talk about it. The first 20 minutes of this movie, how terrifying the shot of the guy with the fucking drop head mask just standing in the street, staring into the darkness of what's before him. Oh my god, like that's just perfect.
Yeah.
The rain pouring down and the car just hitting him. It's like Batman's not even there. But this guy's fucking scared shitless of the unknown. And then you got like the graffiti painter and stuff, but also that mask is fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
It's so perfectly great.
Did you buy it?
I am so tempted. I want to.
How much is it?
It's like $160, which is like what's keeping me from buying it.
Yeah.
But when I think about it, I'm like, it's probably like really well made though.
Yeah. If it was under that, I'd say go for it.
If it was like, I'd buy it if it was like $90 probably.
Yeah.
But at like $160.
Yeah.
That's almost double what I wanted. But then there's also like the Riddler statue of the same price, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, that Riddler statue is cool. Sorry, I'm just.
No, I'm also there with you. I'm like, but I love that beginning of just like the three groups, and you don't know which one. Well, I mean, if you've seen the trailer, you know which one, but you don't know who's gonna go after.
No. Yeah, that was cool.
Is the man robbing the store? Is it the goons just graffitiing broke on top of a bank?
So he's just beating up the poor people. And the Riddler's going after the top dogs.
Hold on. I want to point out, I'm 100% more sure that the other two groups were the poor people, not the fucking white supremacists in the skeleton makeup.
Not the nostalgia critic. And his gang of.
Oh god, wait, what's his channel
Channel
called?
Awesome or something?
Nostalgia critic and Channel Awesome.
I'm just beating up people like that criticize him and talk shit. You don't like us.
Oh, who's your favorite reviewer? The guy that lived with the beard and everything. He has like the red background and he does reviews.
Oh, Jeremy Johns.
Jeremy Johns as Batman versus Nostalgia Critic and the Channel Awesome.
Oh. Then you have Chris Stuckman. He's the drophead.
Then you got Ben Shapiro as the nerd spray painting broke.
Oh yeah. Who gives a shit about the fucking Vandals?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying.
I was like, these guys like. What's Batman gonna do? Like, is he gonna murder them?
It's the fucking paint can. The paint can rolling into the dark. The guy's like, I'm sorry.
Well, this really reminded me of Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
They have their own Batman vengeance. Where the Vandals and the crooks, they fucking murder them. They fucking use.
They murder that old lady.
They do street justice. Like, we don't need the Gotham police to do anything here. We have the greater good.
And then you get the fucking Vandals that just murder the old lady.
Yeah.
I mean, we know she doesn't die, which is so surprising.
Yeah.
That, like, Edgar Wright could write an ending where nobody actually died.
Yeah.
For the most part.
No.
But, like, in that final shootout with all the bullets that fly, with all the blood that's spilled, nobody dies, but they're very fatally injured.
Yeah. None of the bad guys die, but the good people do die. Throughout the movie, but the ending...
I mean, yes, at the ending. I was going to say, at the ending, though, nobody...
in the ending shootout, none of the bad guys die. No.
I'm surprised none of the teens that started throwing shit at them at the end.
Yeah, well, they're just old people, you know?
Right.
They just want to keep the neighborhood quiet.
A bunch of white old people. I'm getting them. I'm Batman.
It is a village.
I'm Riddler. It is a village in England.
Yeah.
A surprisingly racist place.
Yeah.
But
not so surprising.
Not so surprising.
No.
But I love the goon, like his face was only like half painted and everything, and his initiation was like jumping around at people, which explains what that one one of the first things that like came out from leaked photos was them filming their like versions of the attacks.
Yeah.
There was the one of them knocking the guy out on his like jog, and then there was one of them like ambushing somebody and stuff. And it's so interesting that was like one of the first things filmed and it was never used.
Yeah.
But that was like, it's just them initiating themselves into this like little skeleton boy gang.
Yeah, they're just juggalos trying to get down, you know?
It's just the insane clown posse.
Fuego at each other.
And then them beating up on the one guy that tried to get off the train.
All right, imagine this. The Warriors, but in Gotham.
I mean, that's what I'd imagine a series based around that group would be.
Yeah, think of that. Like a little...
I'm just saying...
A limited series.
We gave Joker a pretty small budget.
Yeah.
And it came out great. Let's give that same budget to this group of juggalos and follow it from that kid's perspective specifically.
And you have all the different gangs in Gotham.
Oh, what if that kid became Robin? It wouldn't make sense because I think he's like in his like almost mid-20s now.
Yeah. Doesn't he play Robin?
He plays Robin. Oh, right. He plays Tim Drake in the Titans.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be Robin next season because they killed Jason Todd and he's Red Hood now.
Yeah.
But I was going to say he would be perfect at casting if they weren't trying to get like a 13-year-old to play Robin in the next movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think like a Warriors movie would be great for that.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Oh, and they're fighting against Black Mask goons and stuff.
Yeah.
Black Mask should have a 3D printed mask. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like what ways can we make these characters have very interesting looks? Like with giving the Joker this new cold weather mask. I looked it up on Amazon. The only other cold weather mask they have is a very even more BDSM one with a zipper. And then you got the one with like the mask on it. And I'm like, that could be good for Calendar Man if you gave him like a sorry, I've been drawing it by the way. I've been drawing versions of what
does Calendar Man look like? Does he have like the dates in his hat? I've seen him with the tattoos.
In his new style, he either has tattoos or a branding going around his head.
Was that in Suicide Squad?
That was also in Suicide Squad, played by Sean Gunn. But one of my favorite performances of his. But his original costume in the comics is so fucking stupid that it just would not work for what this is. But we could make it work in a way.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm going to show you what he looked like originally in the comics show. That was the original Calendar Man before the Long Halloween.
Okay.
It is not good, but if we gave him a red jacket with white piping, and then that white mask and everything, and then we wrote in like red. So here's my idea for a new Calendar Man based on like this sort of look. We give him like we choose some serial killers and inspiration stuff. Here, I'm going to show you the drawing. Sorry, I have been very like obsessed with what these characters would look like. But he is like a heavyset guy and everything, and he's got the mask, and then he's got like the months written around his head and everything, same way, but across his body. Instead of like with how they portrayed it in like the Arkham games, where he's sewing on the dates to his like clothing and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is very close to that and everything, because that's like his first appearance in Arkham City when he's like under the bank and everything. I think you give him like on the red and white jacket, you take black like paint or something, and you just start painting like important dates across a year. And just like something like that across this, as you have like red marking across the top, like
you could
red
just
and blood.
do a knockoff of Nolan and really upset him by doing Memento.
You could, which I think that would be too close to what Zaz does though, because he just cuts his body, like he puts the markings across his body.
That's true.
So I think that would be more closer to do for like something like that Zaz. But I think that mask specifically could work as like this was his first criminal, because technically in Arkham.
Yeah.
That he was his first, which I think is just like a very nice story beat that they have. But going back, I would love to see Calendar Man show up in this as like this sort of like, I'm your ultimate like villain. Like there's Joker and everything, but I'm the one that can match your like intellect and everything. I'm not Riddler who's trying to impress you. I'm just as smart as you and everything.
Mm-hmm. But all right, let's get into this.
Sorry, I've talked enough about my part of it.
Let's get into this. Does Riddler know who Batman is when he does that scene?
No.
Yes.
And that was amazing.
No, he knows.
He knows?
He knows. He was testing him.
No.
Yeah. He said Bruce Wayne over and over.
We almost... Because he was the one that got away, though.
Exactly.
He was the only one that got away.
It didn't make sense.
Why would he worship Batman if he knew he was Bruce Wayne?
Because he lured Batman away from Wayne Tower. Remember? With that puzzle piece... And that was
it wouldn't make sense if
that was his one way of knowing.
But his whole plan was to get Batman at the end. That he wanted to talk to him. That he wanted him there with him in the place so they could watch it. It wouldn't make sense because what if he didn't go though? What if he didn't go?
then it wouldn't. Bruce Wayne wouldn't have been Batman. That was his way of knowing.
I don't think he knows.
He knew. That's why when he's saying the name over and over, he's checking to realize, like, is it him? And then Batman, he's looking at the camera. He's like, I gotta keep composure. And from that, realizing that all these puzzle pieces are going back to Bruce Wayne. And he says, "Oh fuck! I gotta stop investigating this and solving the puzzles."
I don't know.
No, listen. You're totally not engaging me at all.
No, I am engaging you. I'm listening.
I'm
trying to think about it myself, and I just can't see it.
All right, Bruce Wayne stops investigating like the puzzle pieces because it's going back to him, and that's why he didn't realize it was going to be that attack at the very end, because he himself makes the mistake of not investigating it, because he knew that he was getting too close to himself, and the Joker knows it. I mean, the Joker's gonna know. Is the thing with Riddler being right next to him, and that's what it's gonna go to in the future.
Real quick, by the way, doesn't Alfred solve the Spanish part of that one puzzle?
I don't know.
And like, so Alfred technically fucked up everybody with the whole puzzle because he didn't know Spanish. Which, I mean, he burned down that forest, though.
Yeah.
I think this version of Alfred also did, but a bit worse.
Yeah, Michael Caine, like...
Michael Caine's Alfred is a fucking war criminal.
You're the colonizer? You're the colonizer that burned down the jungles of Burma. And...
Michael Caine's Alfred is a war criminal.
He's always been my favorite Alfred, and still will be, just because of that.
Jeremy Irons' Alfred is my favorite because he's just the most normal person.
It didn't make sense, though.
What do you mean?
He was so normal. Too normal for the elevated situations that Batman's
It's just because we see him 20 years later when he's adjusted to it all. He's normal with it. It's part of his lifestyle. It's not him at the beginning where he's like, you're a fucking psychopath, but I gotta support you because I made a promise.
They're too close in age.
I don't think they are, though.
They're both great haired men in their 50s or 60s.
I'm pretty sure Alfred's in his, like, 70s.
He's not that old.
Jeremy Irons is old.
Let's see.
How much older is Jeremy Irons to Ben Affleck?
Yeah, I want to know. What is he, like 15 years? All right, he's 73. How old is Bruce Wayne?
No, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. Don't say Bruce Wayne. You're going to get a lot of weird results. It's not going to be consistent.
He's 50.
So that's like 20 years.
Yeah. So
how much? Wait, it was like 72? 75?
70. Let's see. The listener will know. 73.
73, and Ben Affleck's 50?
Yeah.
50 exactly?
50.
So that's 23 years.
So
a 20-year gap between the two.
Whatever.
Oh, don't be all pissy because it's fucking correct.
I don't care. He's not. I hate those movies. I hate them.
I don't care.
I hate you. I hate you.
I had arguments on TikTok recently because of that.
So there's this article I clicked on. It ranked all the movies where Paul Dano gets the shit beat out of him.
Oh my god!
And it happens in almost all of his movies.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
They tend to make him a very punchable guy for some reason. It's just like the default for him.
Yeah, this is the closest.
You know, when I think about it, I don't think we're gonna have Paul Dano get beat up at all in our version of Enigma.
We weren't.
So for people who aren't aware, we had a whole plan for a Riddler movie that we were like very like devoted to like trying to make at least come to paper.
Yeah.
And like we had set up the plot, the whole like timeline of it and everything, the casting and everything. And I don't think at one point at all we had Paul Dano's Riddler at all getting beat up or like physically assaulted.
It would have been like a detective story. Like,
it would have.
Or with Gordon leading the way, and Batman's not really in it. He's just in the shadows.
Right. Bruce Wayne and Batman are a side character played by Jake Gyllenhaal. We don't even
acknowledge it to the very end. And then the very end on a rooftop, the Riddler is like been like had by Batman, and then he's on a ledge and everything, and out of the darkness walks Batman.
Right.
And then the riddle, he solves it, and the riddle,
the last riddle, is
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce
Yeah.
Wayne.
I was like, fuck, this is so close to what we thought.
It's very close, especially with the casting of Paul Dano as Riddler.
Yeah.
We had said that like months before anything was official, or like I think filming even started.
Yeah.
We were like, Paul Dano.
Yeah.
Paul Dano. Prisoners Alone, Paul Dano.
Yeah. Maybe 10 years ago, Jude Law.
No. He's got too much swagger. I just can't see Jude Law playing like a nerdy sort of character.
No, he would have been like the very overconfident Riddler.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know,
I know exactly what you mean. There's
smug.
There's a very niche sort of Riddler that's kind of gotten ignored over the years.
Yeah.
Which kind of got brought back for the War of Jokes and Riddles.
Oh, yeah. Well,
which is what I think we're going to end up getting.
I don't
with
know
this friendship between Joker and Riddler.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to end up devolving into a very new story.
Yeah.
That got made called the War of Jokes and Riddles, where they both like just hate fucking hate each other to the point that they literally made Gotham go to war with itself, so they could prove which one was truly Batman's arch nemesis. It's a very good book. Don't roll your eyes. It's really good. No, it's genuinely really good.
I'm rolling my eyes at the fact that you don't believe that the Riddler was figuring out that Bruce Wayne is Batman, especially with him repeating his name over and over.
I feel like, yes, I would think that if they didn't like make it to the point that like he would out him.
Would he though?
It's not like in fucking Batman Hush where he figures out he's Bruce Wayne and it's just a mutual like respect between the two.
I don't think it's a respect. It's he's gonna use this somehow, but he's a very
This isn't Michael Keaton's Vulture.
He's very orchestrative, you know? It's very precise with what he does. That's why he's gonna do something with it. It just takes time. Get everything in place. Put the dominoes down, you know? V for Vendetta.
Shut up. Anything else we want to talk about with this?
Not this movie.
The Batmobile was great.
I like it.
It was so good. I loved its reveal as well.
It's probably the second best Batmobile. First being the Tumbler.
I'd say the Tumbler isn't the Batmobile.
What?
It's a tank. It's not. No, I genuinely. It's been discussed, and people are like have come to like a more like kind of unified answer of like it's not a Batmobile.
So people have come to a unified conclusion. It's not a Batmobile because of Dark Knight Rises. Fuck you. Jim.
No, I'm saying because it's a tank. It's a literal tank.
It's the Batmobile. So is fucking Ben Affleck's bullshit, the knockoff of the Tumbler.
I'd say his is more close to a Batmobile, and then in the last movie, the last movie, he has a giant fucking tank.
I'm telling you.
In Justice League, at the end, in that one scene, he has the Dark Knight Returns giant fucking tank that they call the Batmobile as well.
So people have unified saying it's not a Batmobile.
Yes, the Tumbler is not a Batmobile, it's a tank.
So if I look up Tumbler Batmobile, they're going to say...
No, is the Tumbler a Batmobile? Look that up.
Okay,
Don't say Tumbler Batmobile.
Is the Tumbler?
Not the app.
Batmobile. The Tumbler, this is the first thing it says. The Tumbler was certainly an impressive Batmobile, showing that it's just blah, blah, some car chase.
Is this just a review of the movie?
I don't know.
I'm not looking for a review. I'm looking for like a...
Yeah, it's a Batmobile. Batmanfandom.com. Batmobile Tumbler.
That's also not what we're talking about. These are websites that are making the objective like... choice and everything. We're trying to talk about like a group of people coming together.
It was a prototype military road tank vehicle that Batman paints black. Hold on. It's not unified, Jim. What I'm saying is
you're using articles that are just describing the movies.
I know. I don't know how to find this. What you've said.
Listen, well, I'll send you stuff about it after this when we have time.
Send me like
I'm gonna find this stuff.
You're gonna find articles like that, but the opposite opinion that say, see.
I'm gonna find ones that are actually of the opinion, not of just like this is what happens in the movie. This is what we're gonna call a Batmobile for the purpose of describing the movie.
What's the Batmobile then?
A car.
His Lamborghini.
No, I'd declare a car to be it. I wouldn't say that Christian Bale's I wouldn't say that Christian Bale's had a Batmobile necessarily. I think he had a tank.
Let's ranking Batmobiles.
Fuck you. Okay, moving on.
No, I just don't understand why you're so
I just wouldn't call it a Batmobile is all I'm saying. It's more of a tank and what it does and stuff.
You're like, ooh, I love this Batman Forever Batmobile. Oh, yeah.
Batman Forever did have a good
See, Tumblr, it's on the list.
Fuck you.
It's on the fucking list. How are you going to deny it being on the list of
What's number 1?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because I think Tumblr was number 2.
Number 3, they have the Batman. Number 2, TV show. The 89 Batman. I don't like this car.
I'm gonna guess I don't either. You can't turn in it. It can't make turns. It has to shoot a grappling hook to make turns.
None of those long cars make any sense to me.
No, it's just all based on like the.
Yeah.
I think even though the animated series also had a long car, I think it was better.
Yeah.
Because it was dumb.
Well, it's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon. It's
None
different.
Of that shit makes sense.
It gets a pass. Kevin Conroy did a great fucking job.
This isn't a tank. Give me a break.
I'd say that one's more car-like.
It's more car-like.
Yes.
It has a fucking tank turret on it. Compared to...
In the last movie, yes. But I'd also say that the Bat Tank is a thing itself, and it does show up.
What I'm saying is this is a Batmobile.
I'm saying they never referred to it as like a Batmobile, though.
Motherfucker.
They don't refer to it as a Batmobile.
Do they refer to Batman as Batman in this movie? No.
Yes.
No, he is...
I'm 100% sure they say the name Batman.
He goes by Vengeance.
He says, I'm Vengeance, and people give him the nickname Vengeance.
Hey, Vengeance.
But he is called Batman.
How many
in
times?
It.
How many times, though?
By Riddler. He 100% calls him the Batman.
Yeah, by Riddler. Not by the...
Nobody calls Riddler the Riddler except for a couple of people, Joe. Is he the Riddler in this?
Exactly.
Is he the Riddler in this show?
Exactly.
Is he the fucking Riddler in this show?
So I don't understand why you're so upset about the Tumblr being a Batmobile.
I'm just saying
It's a
I wouldn't
Batmobile.
classify it as a Batmobile. It is a tank.
Why would you not classify it as a Batmobile? I don't understand that. It's the best Batmobile. Jim, it's the best Batmobile.
I'll cut you, Joe.
It's the best Batmobile.
I didn't want to have to do this. I didn't want to have to do this. You're making me have to resort.
Jim,
I didn't want
it's a Batmobile.
I didn't want to have to do this show, but you're making me do this.
Fine, take it.
So everybody, I'll be doing the podcast alone now. I had to do what had to be done. I ranked Batman 9 out of 10. I have a pre-recorded message of what Joe would have ranked it. Yeah. Oh, the audio's not playing, so he gave it an 8 out of 10. Moving on, we have a pre-recorded segment. Now that Joe's dead, this is what we thought about other stuff other than Batman. Click.
Righteous Gemstones. Have you seen it, Jim?
I have not watched Righteous Gemstones, Joe.
So I gotta say, this second season is very disappointing. It's like the whole planning process of what they had before with vice principals, they didn't follow through with the second season of this show. Maybe because of COVID and everything got scrambled, and the original like storylines they had written aren't going to be in this one. Because there's a lot of like missed potential, and like, oh, his son that was the main antagonist of this first season is just kind of there.
They kind of sideline the actor and character.
Yeah, it's weird. Until the final episodes, where it starts finally coming back together, and then like the final episode is hilarious. Like, I didn't see any of that coming. But this show has some of the best de-aging. Yeah. Like,
how's Eric Andre in it?
oh
Oh no. Oh no.
yeah, he's just there until the final episode.
Does he just like not show up, or
Well, he's just there, like,
does he die?
no. Wait, what? The final episode, it all gets revealed and everything. Like, oh, he's obviously the villain.
Eric Andre?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You didn't see that coming?
No.
Yeah.
I thought Eric Andre was like a person who shows up for like a bit in it, like
No.
when they're doing like a montage type thing.
No.
That's what the trailer you had showed me gave me the impression of, like, here's all these different religious groups.
Yeah.
He's one of like the other religious groups.
He's the one trying to get all their money. That's what the show's all about, you know, the fucking donation money. And this one, he's trying to get the money too.
Weirdly enough, we know a group that does stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't trust
him either.
Yeah.
I got out.
Yeah, obviously.
I had to get out of there.
Yeah.
Shit got crazy.
Yeah.
It got very cultish.
Like, well, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. So where's all this money go?
You're giving a lot of money.
You have a lot of employees now.
It's just a big building.
A lot of employees that aren't employees.
I'm just gonna say, you keep calling them volunteers, and I haven't seen them get paid.
Yeah.
You call us a school, but this ain't a school.
Trump arrived there.
Trump was there. Trump was there, and he scared kids.
They picked that school for Trump to go. Of all schools.
I mean, obviously.
It says a lot.
Obviously.
It says a lot.
I mean, obviously, though. Fucking like, oh, yeah, Trump's going to go where else?
So how many of those donation dollars that church received that they gave in donations to his campaign? Exactly.
Oh, that's something we should talk about.
Exactly.
Another company giving donations, large sums of money to certain groups, Disney.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were talking about.
Disney is apparently sending money to the senators who are like doing the whole "Don't Say Gay" bill.
What is
they
that?
are supporting it.
What is
it's
that?
a thing where like you can't be gay in public and everything.
What does
in like
that
these
mean?
certain groups.
I don't understand.
Like you can't like if you are gay, you can't show it. You can't like have any sort of representation for yourself.
What does any representation mean? That could be taken so far.
Well, it means like it can't be in the history books. It can't be like a thing.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, that's serious. That's exactly what it is.
So no gay pride flag?
No, and it's like the whole like trans thing. It's like in Texas right now, if you are trans and stuff, and like your parents know or like your teacher knows, they have to report it. You have to get reported for being trans.
To
it's
the
like,
Gestapo?
I don't fucking know. It's wild. It's this whole fucking thing, and it's like Disney is actively sending money, and they sent out like an email apparently to like their like people at the company. They're like, hey, we know some things are being said right now and everything, and
Did
it's
they
like
stop?
no.
Oh, I thought they stopped.
And they've apparently been cutting stuff from their films and other media with LGBT stuff in it, like their recent couple Pixar films. A lot of LGBT stuff in them have been completely removed.
The whole Luca movie was gay as fuck.
But you can't say that because it didn't happen in it technically.
It did happen in it. I watched the movie. I watched it. I was like,
I mean, no, I agree.
It's there. It's there.
I mean,
then for people to be like, no.
I'd say Encanto probably had a lot of.
I'd
say every one of those siblings were somewhere on the spectrum.
Oh God.
And apparently, even the new Turning Red movie. It had a lot of LGBT representation in it that had been removed last minute by Disney.
There's something that popped up about that movie being anti-Asian or something, or it's a lot of like turning white, like being white is good or something.
Is it?
I don't know.
Or is it because it's Wait, hold on. I know a guy on YouTube is getting like blown up right now because he said, I just don't see myself in it, and everyone's like, yeah, because you're not Asian. This isn't about you. I know that a certain creator for one of Disney's shows right now, who was like a big like the show is very LGBT like focused and everything. I mean, the main characters were gay and stuff. Had said like, I can't be fucking defending them anymore. I'm quitting. Yeah. And I'm going to like actually start trying to fucking go against this shit because this is fucked.
Disney's not the good guy.
No, and they never have been. But people give them a break because of fucking Marvel, and they give us one line of Loki saying, "Oh, I swing both ways." That doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
That's words. It's not actions.
No,
you're making him kiss himself. Yeah. I don't like it. It's weird.
Yeah, that's not cool.
That's borderline incest.
Yeah.
Come on, Disney. What the fuck?
Yeah. Not cool at all.
Yeah, it's a lot of just like, no, we're inclusive.
Yeah.
And it's like, remember when you guys told Kristen Stewart not to hold her girlfriend's hand and you'll give her a role?
That's true.
That gets swept under the rug. And I bet you New Mutants had gotten cut up and was 100% gay.
Well, I watched
we have a whole episode about this.
I watched the movie. It's a gay movie.
It's a gay movie.
It's a gay camp movie.
It's a...
And
we need to remake the movie as it was.
And Fox had to. They sold their studios, and they're like they chopped it up after watching it.
I mean, it was like delayed for several years and everything.
Yeah, it's gay
and
as
it's
fuck.
like there are several characters in this that are just fucking gay.
Yeah.
The guy can't be around women because he just turns on fire. But then when he's being rubbed upon by another guy while they're playing basketball, he's a fucking
This is the closest thing to Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah.
You know. That's the closest thing I can refer to. Like it, you know? Yeah, that's not cool at all.
It's a thing where I really hope people just like stop trying to like be like, no, Disney's great. It's like,
who's doing that?
Stop. A lot of people, Joe. A lot of people are big fucking Disney heads. It's like, stop.
God. Disney heads are the worst. So hey, you see that Star Wars hotel opened up and people started going there. They made some videos. I watched the videos.
I haven't seen the videos. I was so not excited for this when it first got announced.
It's so bad.
It's $5,000 for like a 2-day experience. I think
it's so bad, But it's worth watching the video so you never have to experience it.
Oh, please tell me what happens. Please tell me what's up.
You're stuck in a fucking building, no windows.
No, they don't have any windows.
No, all the windows are
because it's supposed to be like a space cruise sort of. Oh,
so the whole time you're doing. You have to be part of the experience. It's like going to Area 15 and going into Omega Mart, but being stuck there for like a week.
So there's what I was going to use as an example. I know it's a forced roleplay experience where you got to pretend to be in this, but I think Omega Mart and stuff like that does a better example where it's like it just lets you wander around for yourself, and then you can participate if you want. You can be part of the story, or they can approach you and be like, "Oh, do you want to be part of this?" Like they did with you.
Yeah, they did with me. Like
they approached you. They didn't like force you to do it.
They did that to us after we experienced everything, not knowing it.
Right.
And by that point, I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." Like it wasn't as immersive, like store-wise, as I thought it would be, because I thought I was going to discover the backside. But no, like, I found it right away. But there's so many people in there. Like, I wish there was less.
Right. You wish you could, like, book yourself an experience.
Well, I wish there was, like, a quarter of the people weren't there, or maybe half.
Would you wish it was like an escape room where like you can have like an area to go through yourself with like friends and everything?
I kind of like that, but you still need like the nuances of people walking around and employees like they're working there.
Maybe
creepy.
Like just limit the amount of people in there.
All the people there were creepy as fuck. Like the employees, like they're like.
I think I might have to get a new job.
I'm like, oh, they're like. They're in character. They gotta be creepy because they're working for the company.
Right. The Omega Corp.
I didn't feel like doing a whole mystery.
Cthulhu, gotcha.
I don't remember.
It's all come back to.
Yeah. So after we get done talking this, we're gonna talk about Fresh and get to the Batman after Uncharted.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm so excited to talk about Uncharted. I mean, talk about a great movie. What a great adaptation. Yeah. I love that everything was properly done. Yeah. That there were no holes, that it didn't feel like anything was weird.
Yeah. You know, I think that'd be a better opening. Start off with those instead.
You think we should cut this part here?
We shuffle it around.
And we'll play this after we talk about like Uncharted and Fresh and Batman stuff. Yeah, I got you.
We'll find a way. You know, Jim.
I got you. Before we do that and everything, I think we should talk about Kenobi and stuff.
Oh, Kenobi.
Yeah, since we were talking about Star Wars Hotel and everything.
Yeah, looks good.
I think we should talk about like that and maybe like a few other trailers that we just saw, and then we can cut that and we'll skip back to like talking about Uncharted and stuff.
Yeah, I never watched those shows that they're talking about. They refer into the movie, and then the game. I never played it either.
Yeah,
I didn't watch Rebels. Didn't watch Clone Wars.
Oh, you're talking about that. I thought you were talking about Uncharted when you said game. I was like, I thought we were going to talk about that after this.
No. The game.
Fallen Order.
Yeah,
I didn't play that either. I know there's characters in it.
There's a lot of crossover. I saw a video. I was like,
so much crossover.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck.
It's like when people went into Halo 5 and they're like, what the fuck is happening? Because like Halo 5's like, no. You need to read all 10 of these books, these comic books, and the stuff we haven't released yet so you can understand the story. And it's like, no.
I still haven't played Halo 5.
You don't need to. It's not good. It's so not good.
Really?
It's the worst.
John Carpenter said it's the best Halo game.
He is a fucking liar. He's a fucking liar.
He's a gamer, though.
No, he is not. If he said Halo 5 is the best Halo, he is fucking wrong. Halo 4 and Halo 3 are peak Halo.
Okay, I always enjoyed the multiplayer in Halo 2, but Halo 3 was always like...
Halo 3, the weapons in it, they're not very good multiplayer. It's like...
I don't remember Halo 4 or Halo Reach.
Halo 4 has like my favorite like playing experience.
Halo
overall.
Reach, is that what it's called?
Halo Reach was
what is that?
It was the last one Bungie did before they left the group and everything.
Oh, you know what Sony should do? Buy Bungie.
I fucking love. So many people were serious when they said, "We bought your fucking game. Now Sony owns Halo." It's like Bungie sold the rights back in 2010.
You can't do this to me.
No,
you realize how much I've sacrificed?
You can't do this to me. I started this company. You realize how much I've sacrificed?
Oh, fucking William Dafoe is such a treasure.
God, we gotta get him in the Batman somehow, but not as Joker.
No.
I think everyone wanting him to be Joker, there are other roles. He should be Mad Hatter.
Well, he was originally going to be Joker in '89.
Right.
But they dropped...
Didn't they try to be like, Jack Nicholson's going to take Joker, you know?
Yeah.
And then Robin Williams, they were like, to Jack Nicholson, like, Robin Williams is going to take Joker. And Jack Nicholson's like, not by my hand.
Yeah.
I'm Joker.
He did a good job at the time.
He did great.
I rewatched the Batman 89 on 4K.
Yeah.
On Xbox.
We still have to talk about Kenobi, by the way. We really skipped over it very fast.
I said what I had to say.
I like it. Well, what do you think of it? Like the trailer, how did it make you feel and everything?
I wish he had more gray hair, like in the sideburn area.
I understand. I think he looks very normal. To be fully honest,
yeah.
I was like expecting a lot more. I was expecting like kind of the balding Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness is the same age he is a few years ago.
It's fucking wild.
And
that he looks nothing like Alec Guinness.
Fucking Ewan McGregor has good genes.
He ages so well. It's very slow.
I just wish he had a little bit more gray hair, just for the character's sake.
I think it is the whole like two-son thing where it's gonna be like it is gonna age him the fuck up immediately.
Oh yeah.
But also they brought back Owen, the actor who's playing Owen Lars.
Not just Owen. Fucking
Aunt Peru was
Joel fucking Edgerton.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
We're also getting like fucking
that was
10-year-old Luke as well.
2005.
Wild.
Yeah.
Fucking what an amazing actor, and it looks like he's gonna be a big part of this.
Yeah.
Oh, does him and fucking Obi-Wan, do they like work together? Like, is that how he keeps tabs on Luke? And it's like not weird of him just spying on him. It's like he works together with him as like a fucking moisture farmer and everything.
Yeah. And he's like a fucking monk now,
Dude, I can't wait.
Are we gonna get Yoda?
No, I think we'll get maybe Yoda, but like not fully like talking to people. I think we'll get like him sensing things are going on.
But we're definitely getting Qui-Gon Jinn.
Dude, oh my god, I hope so. And we're absolutely getting Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Oh, Hayden's back. So happy. I'm so happy people are happy that he's coming back too.
So 6 episodes.
Oh my god. Are they going to be like hour-long episodes or something?
I hope so.
I hope we're not getting like Boba Fett like 40-minute, but it's actually 30 and it's like 10 minutes of credits. Like, don't do that to us.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Don't do that to us.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Like, give us it all.
Yeah.
Let us have it. Who?
Kathleen Kennedy's notes on early versions of the show were it's too bleak.
Are you kidding me? This is like what, 7 or so years after the Empire fell and everything.
Does she not understand?
I mean, after the Republic fell and the Empire started.
God. No one wants her job. That's the problem.
Kathleen, he's a broken man.
Yeah.
He lost everything. His Padawan became the ultimate source of evil. He failed.
No.
Let him be sad.
I get that. I watched episode 3 and A New Hope. I just feel like this is too dark.
Kathleen, Order 66 happened. People were massacred. That's a genocide of an entire group.
I feel like a piece of shit for thinking this about her. It's not because she's a woman or anything, but she started off as a PA for fucking Spielberg and George Lucas throughout the years.
Yeah.
And
I guess it's the whole like they were a producer on this sort of like thing where it's like, but does that mean it's gonna be good?
She was the PA for him back in the day, and then worked with Lucasfilm for all those years, and then they love her. She's part of the family. She's been around forever. But is she?
She's done good things.
Right.
Yes,
but
I'm not ignoring that.
Is she the best?
I'm just
voice
also
for...
like acknowledging the other stuff that's happened. Like, I'm not discounting the good. I'm acknowledging the bad, though.
Yeah. When she took control, it became what was the women thing?
The Force is female.
The Force is female. Like,
what does that mean, by the way? I never understood that. I think that was my thing. I was like, I don't understand why Force is female.
Let's watch the movie Force Awakens and with that mindset in mind. And do you see it? I don't see it. I just see Rey.
A really good movie.
I see
a really good movie.
I see Rey. I'm like, okay, is that what they're saying? The Force is female now? Like, oh, Rey's?
Because it's a female Jedi?
Right.
We've had female Jedis, though.
I get that.
Ahsoka was a female Jedi, and she came before Rey.
She doesn't watch those things. She doesn't know anything.
It's true. I don't think she did.
She has no idea.
I don't think she did.
She doesn't.
Dave Filoni's like, hey, can we put Ahsoka in The Mandalorian? She's like, who the fuck's Ahsoka?
What I'm saying...
Is this a new character you want?
Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy's a studio person. She works in an office. She's an executive. You know? She doesn't know what's the...
They recently introduced a trans character to Star Wars, a new one.
A new one?
A new one. So and it's not like an alien, by the way, which is a big thing, is that it's a human character who's trans.
So they have trans in Star Wars.
Yes, which doesn't seem far-fetched because it is like Star Wars. It's a weird like galaxy and stuff. It's like it makes sense. They do body modifications. It makes sense if like people want to transition.
The modders.
But the thing is, it's a clone, and I would be fine with that if it wasn't for the fact that it's in Tamora Morrison's visage. And I'm like, but I want to hear him say he's okay with it because it's like you're using somebody's entire appearance. It's not like you made this fake character, and then they'll be adapted into somebody else.
So why is she trans? I don't.
It's a clone who's just like, because the whole clone thing is that they have their own like unique personalities to each other and stuff.
So they wanted.
They all have their own.
They ran out of
idea.
ideas. Like.
I mean, it's
quirks.
not a bad idea. There is a female clone who is like
is it is there like an agenda to it? Is there a purpose, or is it just there?
It's in a new book that's coming out. That's all I know. And they put the art out. Yeah.
I thought it was like in a TV show. Or something.
No, it's gonna be in a book, but they put art out for it, and it is like it's straight up Tamora Morrison, but like gender switch. And it's just like I would be fine with it, but I want to hear him say he's fine with it because I feel like this is a real person's image we're using.
Well, my question is now like. Wouldn't it have been better just to create a new character that's female?
So that's what I don't think it's that it would be like if they're female from birth. I think it's that they want to show that it is a person who has transitioned for representation, which is fine. It's good. It's just I don't know how I feel about it being Tamora Morrison because I want to. It's just again, it's a real person.
We'll make a new.
It's
character.
their image.
We'll make a new character.
Yeah, there's also that people have said like I wish they would have just made a new.
I don't know if I sound like whatever.
Well, no, they did make a new
J.K.
character.
Rowling is right now or anything, but like
a turf or something. Turk.
A trans something.
I recently learned the definition. I don't remember it, but it's like
exclusionary.
Right.
Radical feminist.
Turf. Yeah, turf.
Turf. So that means like women are women and trans people are trans.
Man, it's really great how J.K. Rowling made a good analogy in Harry Potter for white supremacists. It's too bad she made goblins into Jewish people.
She did this.
Fucking what was that?
I was watching those movies last night and I watched the puberty one and there's a lot of
the one where his voice is immediately deep.
Well, the one where I sent you the timestamps.
No, Hedwig.
This timestamps where there's all these like
oh my god,
the puberty dance and everything. Everyone has to dance and everything, and like Neville Longbottom's a creeper. He comes back from the dance real late, and he went to the dance with Ron's little sister, and he
Jen Weasley.
Yeah.
Doesn't Harry start dating her though?
He marries her. Dude.
Yeah, let's just talk about
he doesn't do it until after Neville Longbottom comes back.
Isn't she only like a year younger than Harry though?
She looks real young, but
I mean, looks young.
He comes back bragging to Harry in his sleep. Harry's just like under the covers, and Neville's like it looks like he just changed his clothes and put some back on, and he says, "Yeah, I just got back late from the dance, had a real good time." Like, and this weird thing, and Harry's like, "Oh yes."
Hey Neville, I'm sympathetic because you get walked on and you fear for your life every day you enter the school. Calm it down.
Yeah, it was weird.
Go to the bath and talk to Myrtle or some shit, man. Like, touch grass.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Myrtle, there's a whole bunch of Batman illusions with Robert Pattinson and riddle me this or something.
Cedric ages to riddle that one out.
Yeah.
I'm voting murder.
Yeah.
What a fucking choice.
I was like, holy shit. They knew.
Riddle. It's his name. Oh.
Oh, yeah. His name is Riddle. Well, riddle me this or whatever. Or the ages.
Wouldn't it have been fucking hilarious if, like, in that movie, his name was, like, Tom Riddle Ramos or something? Like, it had just one extra syllable? Or, like, letter. And it's, like, when his name starts forming into the Dark Lord Voldemort or whatever, you just see, like, an S, like, floating off to the side, like, and trying to get out of view. It's like, oh, hold on. Put that one in there. Don't try to hide that.
What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm not really good at like.
Oh no, I'm saying like, what if his name had like one extra letter, so it doesn't like exactly spell like the Dark Lord Voldemort?
Gotcha.
And there's just like one extra letter floating away. He's like, nah, I see you. I see you trying to hide that.
Gotcha. I'm a bit dyslexic, so when I'm trying to visualize the letters.
Yeah, so the Dark Lord Voldemort, but his like name, because it's supposed to be like it forms into the Dark Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
If there's like an extra like S or an R and stuff, so it's like Meloge, and it's like, I see you trying to hide it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Order of the Phoenix tonight after watching Prisoner of Azkaban and Goblet of Fire last night.
I'm gonna be honest. My favorite of the entire series is the very last movie. It's so good.
The very second, this part 2.
Yeah, part 2. I think it's the best one.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to rank any of the other ones. I think the Cedric one, the Goblet of Fire.
I liked it.
I think it's like my second favorite.
Well, I was like, I've seen the them being young all the time. I've seen those in the past. I'm gonna watch the middle ones because I've only seen them in theaters when they came out.
I just I don't know. Did you read the books before you saw the movies?
In elementary school, we had our teacher read them to us. But how we doing on time?
We are at 1 hour and 48 minutes.
Oh, and it's still going.
It's still going.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we'll be at 1 hour and 48 minutes after we do the Batman.
Cut that.
We're at 23 minutes. Yeah.
You know.
Hey, what if I just don't edit this?
You know.
What if I just put this straight out there and just quiet down the spikes in volume?
I don't know.
I think
you should just cut the spikes in volume and reshuffle it.
Yeah, I'll play this at the beginning.
It is the beginning.
Yes.
Wait. No, play it. I don't know. I'm too far.
My nose is bleeding. Time travel.
Too far lost trying to figure out where we are.
How many lies deep are we?
I don't know anymore.
Also, the Boys trailer came out. I can't wait for the season 3.
I wish I didn't see it. Now I want to watch it. That was the problem with season 2. I was like, I don't want to watch any trailers.
Because it makes you want to watch it.
Yeah.
I can't wait. It looks so good. Soldier Boy looks great.
The more
the fucking gore looks amazing.
I really like
Anthony
Homeland.
Starr.
Anthony Starr as a character.
He's a really good actor. He
And
does
then
a really good job.
becomes full Homelander, repeating his lines from the show.
Do you know who the fuck I am?
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. He beats the shit out of like a chef. He goes to prison for a full fucking year.
He's gonna go to prison for a year.
You know what?
It's a delayed sentence. So they're like, let me finish this show first.
I think it'll be good for him.
I don't think so.
Is he going to prison in like where was he?
Spain.
Oh. I don't know. Can we get him over to the English prison? He'll have a better chance.
Honestly, what the fuck happened?
I'm so curious.
How bad?
Because I know he was drunk when it happened.
How bad did he beat this guy?
But Ezra Miller got away with choking that woman.
On camera.
Ezra Miller was on camera. To be fair, he was drunk, and she was absolutely challenging him to a fight. But like, he did choke that woman, and he's pretty good with it right now. What happened with Anthony Starr? Because he wasn't on camera, but he was drunk. Yeah. I don't know why I beat that ass. Yeah. Why I kicked the shit out of that chef?
Sorry.
What did you do?
Yeah.
What did you do? Yeah. Did you watch the animated anthology one? Of? The Boys.
No.
The only episodes that I'd say are even good, really, is the last episode, which is like, hey, this is Homelander's literal first outing. It's also apparently canon, but it's not that good. Like, the animation is not great. I did not watch the Rick and Morty episodes. What the fuck? You can't just so quietly just lift your phone and show me this Batman and Superman meme and just say nothing.
I'll send it to you.
As I'm talking about the Boys Diabolical, you're like,
I don't care about the Boys.
Hey Jim, look at this meme. Look at this meme on my phone. Look at it. It's Batman and Superman. He's just so callously. Oh god. The fucking text from you just came in. But no, there was like one really good episode that I was looking forward to. I'm just trying to remember what it was. There's an Aquafina episode. Are you aware of it?
No, I don't care about these things.
It's an episode where her character drinks Compound V, and her superpower is she shares a sentience with her shit.
Oh,
I'm not joking. It's not good. You got any recommendations before we close off?
I recommend you watch Licorice Pizza.
You know, since this will be the end of the episode because we want to do the Batman stuff first, and we're going to cut it around and everything. Yeah. Licorice Pizza?
Yeah, I think so.
Fucking art, bro, loser.
What?
I
didn't hear you. Heart problems.
Heart problems. What are you, are you Barry Keoghan's Joker? That's a spoiler for later, but this is being cut around, so this is going to be after.
Yeah.
Fuck, what did I watch recently? Go watch Batman. It's a good movie. It's a good movie, and let's give Robert Pattinson all he needs so he doesn't go into porn, because he did say he would do that if this failed. So, there's that. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you're on Spotify, please share us around. Word of mouth, the best way to keep us alive. If you're on Apple Podcasts, please rate us out of 5 stars. We'd like to know your thoughts. And if you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And with that, everybody, say goodbye, vengeance.
Goodbye.